Hey guys, it's April. So today I'm going to show you how to get this Lydia Deetz Beetlejuice inspired look. This look is based off of the Lydia Deetz from the Tim Burton film, played by Winona Ryder. Not the cartoon, although I think that would also be kind of fun to try to do. But anyways, a few notes that you should take into consideration. I am back to using my old camera just because the new one needs batteries, and I didn't go to the store to buy any, so hopefully this will work out fine and it won't look so awful. I think that's pretty much it. That's all I need to tell you guys. Anyways, let's just get started with the tutorial, and yeah. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Kohl Camouflage palette, and I'm just going to pick up the lightest shades. I'm going to use a little bit of the pink tone one and a little bit of the yellow toned one. And I would just recommend using any sort of shade foundation that's maybe 1 or 2 shades lighter, so that it kind of creates this ghostly cast over your face. So I'm going to go ahead and just blend that all over my face. Now I'm going to take my Kohl 28 eyeshadow, neutral eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to have to be careful here because some of the shadows are broken. But I'm going to pick up this brown color right here, which is more of a cool tone brown, and I'm going to take a small powder brush, and I'm going to go ahead and contour out the hollows of my cheeks, and as well as a bit of the side of my nose. Now, with a fluffy crease brush, I'm going to take the same palette and I'm going to pick up this color. And it's a nice red tone brown. It's really rich and warm. And we're just going to create a ring around the eye to kind of give off that, like, slightly ill, sick look. So go ahead and start applying that around your eye and blending it out. Now I'm going to take my Rimmel London Stay Matte Pressed Powder in 012 Buff Beige and that little powder brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend that under where we kind of started fading the eyeshadow to just blend it out a bit to diffuse a line. With that same brush and same palette, I'm going to pick up this brown that we used to contour our face with. And I'm going to load my brush up with that, and we're going to work this onto the outer part of your eye, as well as just a bit on the inner part, so that we can kind of hollow out a shape a bit more. I'm also going to add that same color with the same brush and just touch the center part of my bottom lash line. Go ahead and apply heaps of mascara, or actually you could get away with wearing no mascara at all, but I'm going to go ahead and apply just a little bit to my top and bottom eyelashes. I'm going to go ahead and go in with a little bit of nude eyeliner on my waterline. Once again, just on the center to really make my eyes look open. Now you can leave your eyebrows as is, or you can fill them in with a really dark brown or even a black eyeshadow. So I'm going to take my sleek palette and I'm going to pick up the black eyeshadow right here, and with a little tiny, it's just like a little flat brush, I'm just going to fill my eyebrows in just a little bit to define them a bit more, to make them look a bit more dark. The one thing with having really dark hair and really dark eyebrows, it actually makes your skin look a little more pale and ghostly. So, that's kind of cool. Now, these next steps are just kind of things that you can add to the look, but definitely don't need. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this green from my sleek palette with a touch of the blues, and they're a little shimmery. I would probably avoid shimmery eyeshadows, but that's what I'm gonna use today. And I'm gonna pop that a little bit into my inner corner, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. Because I was looking at pictures of Winona Ryder, and you could tell that, like, you can see little peaks of her veins peeking through. So I'm going to use a little bit of blue, a little bit of green to kind of create the illusion that, like, maybe my veins are peeking through. This next step is also optional. I'm going to go back in with this 28 neutral palette, and with like a little flat concealer brush, I'm going to pick up this color that we used earlier. Ooh, I almost hit my face with the palette. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of create bags around my eyes, because in some of the photos of Winona Ryder as Lydia Deetz, you can definitely see some bags forming. So I like to use a color a bit more red, although hers looked more on the pink side. And go ahead and blend that on the inside part of where we created that little line. And we got some bags, and now we look really ill and sick. The last step would be the lips, and I'm just going to take on whatever's left over on that brush we used earlier to go over my lips. We want a nice blank slate. And I'm going to take my Estee Lauder lipstick in Rose Tea, and I'm just going to line the inner parts of my lips, and press that. So you have a little bit of color from the inside peeking through, but they still look pretty dead. The last step is I'm going to take my e.l.f. tone correcting powder, and it's kind of broken, so I don't want to like show you, but it's the one that has like the 4 different color correctors in it. And I'm going to take a big fluffy powder brush, and I'm just going to press that into my face because I don't want any shine peeking through. Whatever pale powder you have would be great. Once again, it's to set your makeup and to kind of help emphasize your ghostly pallor. Okay, so I haphazardly tried styling my hair like Lydia's. As you know, I recently had colored my hair red. I did like a red ombre earlier. So and I don't have bangs. So this is actually the end of my hair that I used mascara to try coloring darker. And I think the hair is more based on the cartoon, than Lydia Deetz in the Tim Burton film. Except for the wedding scene when she gets married to Beetlejuice, her hair is kind of styled like this, although she had like a red veil to match. Anyways, this is it for the completed look. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. Once again, I apologize that I'm using this camera instead of the new one that I have, but look at my hands are all gross right now. But anyways, I don't even know where I'm getting at. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful, and I will see you guys later.